everybody, I'm Adrienne and this is Awaken Through Rest, an online restorative yoga studio. Today we're going to be working on the pose Supta Virasana or Reclining Hero Pose. And if you're already kind of thinking, oh, my knees, my back, don't worry, I'm going to show you two very supported variations of this pose that you can check out. And then if you still have questions or you still are wondering how this pose could better meet your personal needs, then you can drop them in the comments or shoot me an email and we can kind of still troubleshoot. But variation one, 2 bolsters, 2 blocks underneath the head of this bolster, and then a blanket for the head, okay? In order to come into this pose, you're going to come up onto your knees, okay? And then you're gonna sit on the bolster because it's a little stair step here going on. Now, from here, I don't wanna just go back, right? Because I'm gonna be compressing into the low back. So I want to use my hands to lift my buttocks to move the buttocks towards the knees, okay? Helps to lengthen the low back, and then I can come all the way back here. Resting the head onto the blanket and adjusting so it feels just right. Chin moves towards chest, hands relaxed beside you. So from here, whether you're doing this pose now or later, if you're working with students, the goal is to soften through the front of the chest, relax the arms and the hands. If your hands don't quite touch the ground or they're reaching for the ground, grab some blankets and place them up underneath the hands. You're softening the throat and the cheeks, relaxing the space between the eyebrows and letting the back of the head rest heavy onto the blanket. Breathe deep into the abdomen and the fronts of the legs where it's probably most dense for you. And just relax. This pose is great for widening and stretching the pelvic and abdominal region. It's opening the fronts of the legs and opening the chest. So you can stay here anywhere from 3 to 5 minutes or whatever feels good. And then I'm going to show you another variation, but in order to come out of this one, take the hands to the ground, tuck the chin, and press to come all the way up. Now, really important here, if you've been here for a few minutes, you know, there's some compressing happening in the backs of the knees here, and we just want to balance that out by coming forward, stretching one leg back, and releasing, stretching the other leg back, and then letting that go. Okay, so number 2 variation with a chair. You're going to still need 2 bolsters, but you can get rid of your blocks and bring the chair to the center of your mat. Bolster 1 is going to go here. Bolster 2 is going to go on the ground. That's the bolster that you're sitting on, okay? So same thing here. You're going to want to come forward onto the bolster, walk the knees back, okay, and then go ahead and sit back onto the bolster. Action, really important action. Even though we're not going back as far, we still want to create those same habits and have that same benefit of lengthening in the lower spine. So press, lift the tailbone towards the heels, and then you can start to come back. You want to position the chair so the firmness of the chair is pressing into the shoulder blades, because that's one of the awesome benefits is helping you lift that chest. And then you're just going to rest the head onto the bolster and rest, grab the elbows and rest the head onto the forearms. And after a couple minutes here, you just want to switch the grip of your elbows to keep everything balanced. But otherwise, this is your pose, a really nice supported variation of Supta Virasana. Honestly, for today and this morning, this pose feels like a better fit for me right now. Where some work is still happening, but I'm not pushing, I'm not pressing. I can soften into it a little bit. I can release. So within the structure of the pose, we're able to let go. Still relaxing the face, breathing deep into the front of the legs and the belly. And then the same way to come out, you're going to release the grip after you've switched the grip, press, and come all the way up, tucking the chin on your way up. In order to come out further, step forward, stretch one leg, and then stretch the other leg. And then you can just come all the way out. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this version of Supta Virasana. Again, really good for just opening up the whole front body, including the front of those legs. If you like this video, I hope you'll share it. And if you know anybody who could benefit from this practice, I hope you'll invite them to join our community. And stay tuned for more videos at awakenthroughrest.com.